My dear friends, today I am taking the first question of second paper, that is K5002. Very important question. What is a charge and what is its object and what are the contents of a charge with examples? My dear friend, first the definition of a charge. What is a charge? The definition of the charge are defined in 5 parts. First, a charge is an important step in a criminal proceedings. Second, a charge is framed when a prima facie case is disclosed about a certain offense. Third, when the court frames a charge for a specific offense, the implication is that, in his view, a prima facie case has made out with regard to the charge. Fourth, a charge is a precise formulation of the specific accusation made against a person who is entitled to know its nature at the earliest stage. Fifth, the purpose of a charge is to tell an accused person as precisely and concisely. This is a important step. Precisely and concisely, short and accurate, the matter with which he is charged. My dear students, this is the definition of a charge. I have defined this charge in 5 steps. These steps are very important for the definition of a charge. Now I am taking the object of a charge. My dear friends, object of a charge. Now, the object of charge I have divided in 4 parts. First, the object in framing a charge is to give notice of the essential facts which the prosecution proposes to establish to bring home the charge. This is the purpose of or object of the charge, so that the accused may not be prejudiced in his defense. Third, a charge is the first notice to the prisoner of the matter whereof he is accused, and it must convey to him with sufficient clearness and certainty. This is the third point of the object of a charge. Now, fourth point of object of a charge, what the prosecution intends to prove against him, and of which he would have to clear himself. My dear friends, these are the 4 points of object of a charge. All the points are very clear. So now I am going to take the contents of a charge. My dear friends, now the contents of a charge. There are 7 contents of a charge. I have divided the contents of a charge in 7 parts. My dear friends, I am taking one by one. According to section 211, the contents of a charge are as follows. First, Every charge under this code shall state the offense with which the accused is charged. Second, if the law which creates the offense gives it any specific name, the offense may be described in the charge by that name only. My dear friends, second part is a very important. Charge is given a name, a specific name. A specific name is to be given to the charge. And and at every time where the charge is mentioned, the name, specific name is also will be mentioned. Third, if the law which creates the offense does not give it any specific name, if the law which creates the offense does not give it any specific name, so much of the definition of the offense must be stated as to give the accused notice of the matter with which is charged. If the specific name is not given, then this third condition is to be applied. Fourth, the law and the section of law, either law or the section of law against which the offense is said to have been committed shall be mentioned in the charge. Yani in fourth, the law or the section of law is also mentioned in the charge. It is necessary to mention a section or a section of law in the charge. So I'm now fifth point. My dear friends, fifth point of contents of a charge. The fifth point is the fact that the charge is made is equivalent to a statement that every legal condition required by law to constitute the offense charge was fulfilled in the particular case. This is the fifth content. Sixth, the charge shall be written in the language of the court. I think it is clear. The charge shall be written in the language of the court. Seventh, if the accused having been previously convicted, this is most important content. If the accused having been previously convicted, this is the main point. Previously convicted of any offense is liable by reason of such previous conviction to enhanced punishment. And it means punishment and will be enhanced, and it means punishment will be more, or to punishment of a different kind for a subsequent offense. It means punishment which is given in the subsequent suit, and the punishment of previous case will be added in this punishment, or the punishment of subsequent case will be enhanced due to the previous conviction of the accused. So, my dear friends, I have taken the definition of a charge. Second, the object of a charge. The third, the contents of a charge, as I have mentioned in the question. Now I am taking the fourth part of the question, examples. Now I am taking two or three examples. My dear friends, I am taking example. That is the fourth part of the question. Example: A is charged with the murder of B. This is the first example. If A is charged with the murder of B, this is equivalent to a statement that A's act fell within the definition of the murder given under section 299 and section 300 of IPC, that it did not fall within any of the general exceptions of the said code, and that it did not fall within any of the five exceptions to S 300. There are three, there are five exceptions of section 300. This murder case, the charge of the murder did not fall in that five exceptions. Second, A is charged under section 3 to 6 of IPC with voluntary causing grievous hurt to B by means of instrument for shooting. This is equivalent to a statement that the case was not provided for by section 335 of IPC and the general exception did not apply to it. Also, the general exception also did not apply in this second example also, yeah, or in second case. Now in third, this is the third example. But my dear friends, one example is more. A is accused of murder, cheating. In first example, I have taken the murder case. But if we add with the murder, cheating, theft, and extortion, adultery, or criminal intimidation, or using false property mark, the charge may state that A committed murder of cheating, A committed murder with this, or cheating, or theft, or extortion, or adultery, or criminal intimidation. In the first example, with murder, we can add cheating, adultery, theft, criminal intimidation, etc. These other may be added in the first example. Charge will be in the same way. So, third example. This is an example of a property. A is charged under section 184 of the IPC with the intentionally obstructing a sale of property offered for sale by the lawful authority of a public servant. The charge should be in those words. This is the third example. And fourth example, I have mentioned that a add with the murder in first example, cheating, theft, and other intimidation, court, criminal intimidation, extortion, adultery, cheating, theft. There are five or six things extra will be added with the murder in the first example. We can add these with the murder. So these are the examples. I have given three or four examples. I think the examples of its ours is clear to you. My dear friends, again I am telling you that this question contains four parts: definition of a charge, object of a charge, contents of a charge, and examples. So I have defined in this question all these four concepts. So, my dear friend, this is a very important question. I think you will take it seriously. So, in the last, I want to make a request to you. Please subscribe the channel. I shall be very thankful to you. The name of my channel is Maths by, please note, Maths by Dharamveer Singh Dabas. So again, it is my request to you. Please subscribe the channel. Again, thanks.